welcome to the final episode of Good Morning UHAS. For 4 months, we have brought you the best morning show on campus. Good morning and welcome once again to the final episode. My name is Jonas and I'm here with
Juliet Esenam. Let's look at the main headlines for today's show.
the NSS Secretariat has released the first batch of posting for 2023.
They are focusing on neglected diseases and the impact it has on people's lives. We will be speaking exclusively to one club as they join us.
Plus, the winners of the main edition of Face of Pasta will be joining us in the studio for an exclusive interview.
Today is the grand finale of Miss UHAS 2023 and we will be speaking to the WOCOM on the final preparations being made.
And later, as the semester ends and the final years leave us, we say goodbye to them and everyone in the UHAS Days TV team.
And as always, we'll be expecting your shout out and birthday messages to your friends and loved ones. It's Saturday, the 30th of September 2023. You're welcome once again to the finale show for the semester.
Yes,
and then as you're welcome back to the
a
show.
long way. I've been around on the show, just I was mostly behind the scenes rather in front of the scenes. And so this is our final episode for the semester. And so let's look at our motivational quote for today. It's coming from Alex Morse and it says, "Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day." I like it.
What do you have to say about it?
I mean, every day, you may have bad days, but then in as much as they are bad days, in the bad days, there's a good thing. There's something you can pick up at the end of the day. That's what I take from it.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's something I want to talk about. It's about the weather this morning. I don't know if you saw it. There was a huge fog that took over this morning, white one.
How long did it last? I missed
It was, I think, from around 6 to 6:30. There it is, you can see it. It was really white, like white. It was like,
Really?
wow.
I mean, I was outside, but I didn't see.
I wish it would have snowed for us. I mean, it was a fog.
Snowed.
Yeah,
Okay.
one snow today.
I heard it. Has it snowed here before?
No, it
Or
hasn't.
was
The highest we get are hailstones when they are
hailstones.
stones and all
I've
that.
not even experienced that before.
Oh, I have. A couple of
Why?
times.
Why?
Yeah. Anyway, so welcome back to Good Morning UHAS. Let's get right into our top story for today. Now, there's a club that is doing amazing work on campus. Now, they are focusing on neglected tropical disease. These are diseases that most of us don't think about or most
And
clinicians don't know about. And so I'm pleased to say that we are being joined by Malik. He's one of the executives of the group for the Neglected Tropical Disease Club at Hawkwood. Thank you so much for joining us, Malik. You're welcome to the show. Malik Sharif, good morning.
Thank you very much, Jonas.
Yeah, all right.
Good morning to all your listeners.
All right.
Morning. Thank you very much for having me on your program, and I greet all your listeners.
Okay.
So I'm here with my club president, Dorothy Fosu.
Okay, great.
Okay, all right. So tell us briefly about the club and what you guys do.
So Neglected Tropical Disease Advocacy Club is a club that was formed and launched last semester.
Oh, okay.
So for the pioneers or the people who started this group are level 400 students who took a course in level 300 known as even want to join the club because they thought that the diseases are not relevant anymore.
Okay.
When we got into the course and we got to realize that no, it's not because it's not relevant, but it's because it's mostly affect people who are poor in the tropics. You know, most of the attention is not in tropical disease. So we got a motivation to form a club that will advocate educate and I'll say educate about the neglected tropical disease so that we can help reduce the prevalence of neglected tropical disease in West Africa and Ghana, West Africa, and the whole wide world. Yes.
Thank you, Malik. So when you say neglected tropical disease, what are these diseases that we are talking about?
So as I said, neglected tropical diseases are diseases that affect primarily populations in the tropic zones like Africa, South America, yeah. So and mostly poor people,
Okay,
mostly poor people and vulnerable people. So that's what we call neglected tropical disease.
Can you give us some examples just for those who don't really know about them?
Okay, so some examples of neglected tropical disease you can find in Ghana are lymphatic filariasis, onchocerciasis, that the river blindness, trachoma, schistosomiasis. Some people also call it bilharzia, soil transmitted helmet, Buruli ulcer, yaws, leprosy, guinea worm, and a whole lot.
Okay. I see that it's more related to uncleanliness.
Yeah. So how was the club
Yes.
founded? How did you guys start?
So we level 300. We took a course known as neglected tropical disease.
Okay.
Out of about 72 disease control students, only 8 chose that course because the rest were thinking that the course is the diseases are not relevant anymore. So why should I join? You get it? So we took the course and we got to realize that so it's not like they are not relevant, but it's because they don't pay attention to those courses, those diseases. That is why they call them neglected. So we have to take it upon ourselves to advocate and bring change. Yes.
Okay, so so in advocating and bringing change, thank you so much. Have you been able to achieve some of those so far? Now that as you form
Yes,
the club.
please.
Okay.
So yes. So for instance, now last semester, people who took neglected tropical disease as a course among the disease control students were about 30.
Okay.
So it's moved from the 8 to 30.
To 30, that's a
And
huge improvement.
you see, and we do advocacy. We went to Lodonyo FM in Hohoi. Pardon me.
Oh no, please go ahead.
Please, the question again.
Yeah, so I was saying that, okay, you were saying you had your vice president also join. I don't know if you can hear me, but maybe Dorothy, she can turn on a video so that we can speak to her. So I think you can wrap up the question on how you guys have been doing so far in terms of advocacy. You were speaking about a project you had done at a community.
They went to an FM.
Okay.
A station, radio station.
Yeah.
Please. Yes. So we went to an FM radio station in Hawaii, Heritage. Yes, Heritage
Okay.
FM, to advocate and educate the people in Hawaii and surrounding about NTDs. Yes, we do online advoc.
Oh, it appears we have lost him.
We've lost him.
Yeah.
But that's interesting.
Yeah,
from
it was an interesting interview.
And as in the whole...
I wanted to find out how they're able to get their funding to do the activities, because if you notice, more often than not, when you go to the hospitals, these kinds of diseases are neglected. Most people forget about it because on a normal day, if a patient comes to you, you're not going to think of any of this. Minds are somewhere else and all that. And well, it appears we have lost him, unfortunately. So probably we'll try and reconnect with him, and then we'll come back to have the interview. But let's move on. Let's move on to other stories now. It's about the court hearing. Now, I don't know if many of you know this, but yesterday at 7 p.m., the first hearing for the 2023 election petition began at Hokwo, which was the case against, I think there are 3 cases in court. There's one, Michael Addo versus the Electoral Commission, Coalition.
Michael Danso.
Okay, yeah.
And then Enoch Addo.
And then the Coalition of Concerned Students and Aspirants, which I find surprising, but we'll move on, versus the Electoral Commission. So these are the 3 cases again. And so they've started hearing. I don't know what the verdict is going to be and how to be, but well, we ended at vetting. So if there's anything, then we are going to start from there. So it'll probably be like, let's do re-vetting again, or you've been disqualified, let's move on and all that. I mean, we expected it to be fast and smooth, but here we are again.
But still, I hope it's fast and smooth.
But vote after voting, I'm not going to vote now. Probably during vacation.
Yeah,
because
that's
the semester is ending.
The semester is ending, yeah.
It's ending next month.
On that note, the exams
timetable
has been released. And
this year, I don't know what has happened.
We don't know what they are trying to do.
I mean, a rather complicated.
I'm telling you. And you know what's more annoying? They say keep updated because they could change your position or some word at any time.
When I first, I didn't understand. You get a seat number, then the lecture hall, then you're supposed to enter your. I mean, for my class like this initially, I always wasn't coming until about 3 days ago. We had a message that it was in. I'm like, what happened to the document, the circulates where you had to scroll all the way down?
Interestingly, this semester I learned about behavior change, and we are just acting normally. We don't like to accept behavior, even me.
Well, someone was saying that probably they are trying to change.
You don't like to accept behavior. You don't change. Someone
was telling me about how they want to mix different courses. So the person made reference to KNUST. How when you go for an exam, if
in
there's
a hall, there could be dietetics, a PA
different
student, all writing different papers at the same time.
Yeah, but I thought that would be a lot of work for the academic affairs.
It will be, but.
Because I mean, if it's just one course in one class, the way you can see, but we don't know how to be. But I think maybe the movement to online is much better. Probably the document, not everyone is able to get access to it and all that. So let us know in the comment section what you think
about this new strategy they're trying to use.
Yeah, and how it will go. And so you're still watching Good Morning UHAS. Before we go on a break, let's tell you what we have. We have an exclusive interview with the queens of the maiden edition of Hashtag 2023. Yeah. And as well as an exclusive interview with the WOCOM on Miss UHAS 2020. Apparently today is the grand finale of the show.
So catch up this evening, right?
Yeah, this evening. Yeah. So we're going to quick break. We'll be right back. You're still watching Good Morning UHAS.
After weeks of preparing themselves, they are ready. The grand finale of Miss UHAS 2023 is here. Watch as the 6 contestants battle for the enviable crown. It promises to be fun, educative, and exciting. Who wears the crown? Is it Japama, Berkish, Brago, Ehonam, Sedi, or Mame? Join us this Saturday, the 30th of September 2023 at the Kofi Anidoho Auditorium at 7 p.m. as we crown our queen. Tickets are available for 10 Ghana cedis. See you there.
Right, so we're going to continue with Good Morning UHAS. The lady is sitting beside me was on the phone. I said, she is the provincial WOCOM of UHAS SRC 2023, and apparently today is the grand finale of Miss UHAS 2023. They have been projecting the ladies, we've seen them, and this time we're going to talk about the grand finale and what it is all about and why you should come for tonight's event. All right, Christine, you're welcome to the show. Thanks so much. So tell us about tonight's event. Where is it going to happen and everything about it?
Okay, so
if you could use your mic for us. Yes, please.
Okay, so tonight's event is going to happen live at the
closer to you.
The Chapala Auditorium.
I think you should turn it on for us. The mic. Right, alright, let's go. At the auditorium.
Yes,
yeah.
So it's going to happen live at the auditorium this evening, which is 30th of September 2023. And this year's event, though we are not going to have any artists performing, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun because I've seen the ladies perform and a lot of things, and I think they are really good comparing it to during their auditions and everything.
Okay.
Today is going to be fun.
Do we still have 6 ladies going?
Yes.
She was
so
saying
6.
someone has dropped, but no one has dropped yet.
No.
You
All
sure?
the 6 ladies. Okay.
So-
Okay, that's nice. So, what does the winner get this year?
Okay. So aside the sachets, which everyone will get, of course, the
The
certificates,
crown.
the crowns, and all those things, the winner becomes the brand ambassador for Miss UHAS for the next year coming. So they become the ambassador, and then they may become the ambassador for some of our sponsors. We are
Okay.
still in interview stages with them, and then also the person is going to get a refrigerator and then a cash prize of 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay. So, how has the journey been for you personally? Has it been stressful preparing for the big day?
Personally,
Yeah.
okay, I wouldn't say it has been stressful for me, but like taking into consideration the groomers and all, they are doing the entire work. They're just at the background supporting and then doing other stuff. But they are the ones preparing the contestants and all. So I'll say that they are the ones going through all their stress. So they've really done well. They've really done well, the groomers. I think there are 3:
Okay.
Marie, Angie, and
Okay.
Bogune.
Okay.
They've really done exceptionally well.
Okay. All right. I don't know if Juliet has questions to ask or nothing yet.
I think nothing, but maybe we can talk about if there'll be tickets.
Yeah, she
For the
mentioned tickets of
shows.
10 today.
Tickets
So
of
if you have
10
tickets,
CDs.
you won't enter.
No tickets.
No
issue.
consideration or something.
Oh no, no special treatments.
Okay.
No
So
consideration.
what number are you expecting for
So
the
far,
event?
we're expecting like 250 people.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
I got a question. You see, the last time Miss UHAS there was the winner, I heard so many saying that the person didn't really deserve it, and it's more of votes than of what you can do. So what's the difference? What makes you the winner? Is it what you can do or the votes? Which one carries more power? The
Okay,
judges.
it's actually the vote, because the vote constitutes about 70 to 60%, and then the performance is like 40 to 30% of the whole thing, making 100. That's one. So yes, the vote constitutes the larger part.
Okay. Okay. All right. So any final words you want to say before we wrap up about the show tonight?
Okay. So I would like to say that people should really come for the program, because it's going to be fun. Don't stay at home and expect someone to come and tell you, because it's really going to pain you. It's going to stress you, because like if you don't come for the program and people are talking about it, you are really going to feel bad,
You
because
can't talk some.
yes, it does say some, because a whole lot of fun activities are going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's basically
All right.
what I
All right. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for joining us, Chrissy. That was Chrissy, the professional Wocom. And you're still watching Good Morning UHAS. Coming up next, right? We have another interview. We're going to stay in the line of pageantry and beauty shows. This one is from the maiden edition of Face of Pasag. We have the 2 winners joining us here in the studio for an exclusive interview. You're still watching Good Morning UHAS. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show. So as we said before, I have with me here 2 queens of the maiden edition of Face of Pasag, and I'll be talking to them, asking them a few questions, finding out how the experience was. So I have with me here, Queen, you can just mention your name.
My name is Ewenam.
Ewenam. So you are Queen Ewenam.
Yes.
As the, you are 2, so you
The
are the
first
first
runner-up,
runner-up.
yeah.
Okay, that's great. And you are
Queen Babel.
Queen
Yeah,
Mabel.
so
The queen. Oh yeah, the queen. I must say you guys look great. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
So this is the maiden edition, the first of its kind. First of all, what boosted you guys to go in for such a thing? They've not done it before, and what boosted you, and how was the experience finally? You can go ahead.
Okay, so when I posted the flyer, a lot of people came asking why wouldn't you join? Why wouldn't you join? Because I see you can do this.
Oh, great.
So I actually told them I wouldn't do it, but at some point I asked myself if I'm not able to believe in myself and I'm I'm allowing others to rather believe in me first instead of me believing in myself first. Then I know how I'm going to live in this. Let me just believe in myself and start what I actually think would benefit and also maybe get me a better experience. So
That's great.
I actually decided to try and see if it really works.
So your story is interesting. You didn't want to at first, but you were boosted by those around you and you believed in yourself and went in for it. That's amazing. And what about you, Queen Mabel?
Okay, thank you. So I'd say we almost have similar story.
Okay.
Because someone met me, the flyer was in, I wasn't really showing that interest. I had no interest.
Okay.
Yes, I had no interest in pageants. So a friend, a very close friend of mine saw me and was like, I see the potential in you. And it wasn't just that person. Another person also approached and said the same thing. So I was like, okay. So people are seeing great potential in me. So why don't I grab the opportunity and make the world feel what I have to give? So I just grabbed the opportunity. I just wanted to challenge myself, believe in myself, just as he said. And I believe in myself. I tried, I challenged me, and
Opportunity to impact lives
yeah.
through this small act. That's really great. Thank you. And so, how many were you guys in total at the beginning, at the start?
Okay, so at the start we were 5 in number.
5 in number. Okay, that's cool for a maiden edition. Now, how was the journey like? What tasks did you have to do? Just maybe one of them that was so interesting. The experience in general. You can summarize the whole experience.
Okay, so the idea of advertising some advertising for our sponsors, it was new. I mean, I haven't done it before.
Which sponsors were?
Okay, so the Giant Coffee
Okay.
and iFashion.
Okay.
Yes, so we were to advertise for them, and it being my first, I was like, whoa. But after going through a series of practice and putting it, I felt it was good, and yeah, it was just good. The catwalk and everything was just fun.
The catwalking is
Yeah,
very
it
necessary
was so
in
fun.
pageantry. So I'm a bit interested. What did you do? How did you advertise your sponsors? Queen Mabel. Oh, just summarize it. Just something small.
Okay, so knowing how good they are.
You've tried and tested, no?
Yes, I've tested and approved. It has been tested and approved.
Okay.
Yeah, by Queen Mabel.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. They have great services and yeah, it was good.
I think you've answered my question because I was asking how you did it and you just did it.
Okay.
You just did it. So that's great. So let me move on to Queen Ewenam. How was your experience on the show?
Okay,
Anything
so
interesting particularly for you?
yeah, it is actually nice because as a queen, you have to be ready for anything.
Okay.
They can ask you to do anything at any time. So as a queen, what's needed is your confidence and your readiness. If you ain't ready, there's no way you're going to do this. So that's what I have.
Okay, so she's saying she was ready for anything and everything, and now she's ready to do things with this great opportunity, right? So you guys got crowned. What, apart from the beautiful crowns I see on your head, what else came with it?
Okay, so before I come to answer your question, one thing I also loved during the performance, that's the grand finale, was the talent show.
Yes,
Yeah,
girl, what did you do?
It was so fun.
What did you do?
I danced Agbaja and to Nigeria songs.
Wait, are
Yeah.
you Ewe or you are?
Ewe.
You're Ewe
100%.
Niger. Oh no, Ewe 100%.
100%. But I just
see.
love the culture of Niger. The maiden dance. When they're about to get married, they have to move their waist.
Their waist and their
Yes,
bum.
to attract the suitors. So I
Yeah.
just love their culture. So I had to take it up and.
Then I've really missed. What
Yeah,
what
you
did
missed a
you
lot.
do, Queen Ewenam?
Spoken words.
You
And
did a
that was
spoken
about
word.
rape. So
It was about what?
it was about rape.
Rape. My God. You guys killed you killed the show, eh? You tried your best. Amazing. Okay, so now coming to what came with the crown. What awards did you get or advantages?
Okay, so with the crown, which is the enviable one, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. So it came with a cash prize.
Oh.
Let me end with that. So let
Oh,
me start with something else. Yeah, no, I'm
you
going
need to
end.
know the cash
No,
prize.
I'll end with that. Let me
Viewers are
mention-
so very much interested.
Yes, so I want to let them be in suspense. I'll
And to
mention
whet
that
their
later.
appetites. Okay.
Yeah. So we had hampers,
Okay.
which had a lot of goodies.
Yeah.
Beautiful ones. And then I had what's the name? Blender.
Ooh,
Yes, so I'm going to
cool.
cook. I love to cook. So the
So
blender
cool.
was
That's why I'll be
going to-
visiting you.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime.
Okay.
And then we had a cash prize. I had a cash prize of 1,000 Ghana cedis. So that was
That's serious. A
Yeah.
maiden edition.
A maiden
Just an
edition.
association. It's not like the entire school.
No.
I'm sure did you do voting stuff? They had to vote for you guys.
Yes, please.
Okay, that's really great. What about you, Queen Ewenam?
Okay, so I had hampers.
Right.
We had hampers.
Together.
We had the sashes, the crown, and I had an iron and also a cash prize.
Oh, now I wish I was a part of this competition, or I've taken the crown for all these goodies. Okay, so finally, now you are the queens, and every queen has an aim. You have a reason why you went in to be the queen. So what are the projects we should be expecting from you guys?
Okay, so my project is on family planning
Okay.
because the rate of unplanned pregnancy in our higher educational institutions are increasing annually. So despite the universal awareness on family planning and the availability of contraceptives, I think a lot of people still lack vital information on this methods, and also to create awareness to let them understand that not all family planning methods prevent STIs.
Right.
Because there are lots of people out there knowing very well they have this free gift.
Okay. So how are you going to do this? It's like a huge thing. It's more of not really centered to us.
Mine is actually centered to the adolescents and the college years.
Oh, okay. So it is.
Yes, yes.
Okay then, Queen Mabel.
Okay, so mine was about childhood obesity, and I'm sure people were wondering why childhood obesity.
I was about to say ask.
yeah. So childhood obesity, because if the prevalence is very high, and we know obesity to be a very bad risk factor for a whole lot of chronic diseases.
Exactly.
I mean, you can mention of stroke,
hypertension, renal, everything.
Yeah, everything. So I saw the need to, because I've been someone who has been overweight, not obesity, not obese, overweight before.
Yes.
And I felt how the thing came with. I mean, sometimes I'll be having palpitations, just doing some activities, easy fatigability.
Okay, like walking, running, those activities.
So you could imagine, just overweight, so you could imagine these children with
who are
obesity.
obese. Yeah.
These children who are obese. So yes, I wanted to do something, advocate that parents, because sometimes this obesity is associated to the parents being obese. So if you should target the parents and advise them, they should take their diets seriously, physical activities and everything, and they are healthy, of course their children are going to be healthy as well. And then they need to also breastfeed their kids, because breast milk is really essential. It helps the kids a lot. Yeah, so I mean, the advocacy and all that is going to help.
Right. Thank you guys. I think you have amazing project. You look great. You did great, and you will do great in your project. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, you are the queens from the maiden edition of Pasag, face of Pasag, right? And we have Queen Mabel and Queen Ewena. Nice having you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot to ask. Which levels? Which level? Which level?
I'm in level 100.
Ah, level 100. You can take the iron away. That's nice. And you?
Yeah, 300.
300. That's cool. If you didn't take the crown, dear, it won't penny won't. You cannot accept that. Thank you so much. And yes, these are the queens, and they have great ideas that we are hoping to see their works, right? So this is still Good Morning UHAS, and after this short break, we'll bring you more. NSS, those completing. NSS, what do you think? Have you gotten your posting? We'll talk more about that when we come back. Finale session of edition of Miss UHAS for this semester. So as I was saying, NSS, writing on UHAS based TV. We always bring you fun, right?
Yeah.
So now we are talking about NSS, and
Postings are out.
Postings are out,
You
and
came
we are
yesterday
joined
evening.
by one of our very own, who is always behind the camera, JJ. He stole my name, but so JJ and then Zonas, let's discuss. NSS postings are in. I received my message yesterday. I was like, oh my God, check. I was like, they give me my, I'll do it in the hospital, of course.
Ah.
And so you know what happened? I chose one hospital at first, and then you see we have allied health to make sure we get the hospitals we want. So I chose one hospital at first, and I was doing my plenty indecisiveness, and I changed the hospital. My HOD was like, he would try to see if they will accept, because he has already sent the first template in. And he sent it, so I was hopeful that I would get it, but they gave me the previous one that I had changed from. So I don't even know my expression. I was like, should I be happy? Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. But I think some people, some people I spoke to, most of them didn't get where they wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, and some had where they wanted to be. I mean, that's how NSS is. If it's always by luck. If you are lucky to, a friend of mine got posted to Ghana East in a small hospital. And if you paid attention during COVID, Ghana East was the hospital that was holding Ghana for COVID. And so he had that place. I don't know. It's NSS, I mean, when you asked him, the last time we had an interview with the secretary, I was like, wherever you get posted, you should go because it's an experience and all that. But then again, the question comes that if you are posted to a village somewhere or to a town somewhere, would you go? Would you go?
Zenas, this question is back to you.
Tell us in the comment section.
Zenas, will you go?
Will you go? As for me, yeah, Accra. Anyway, it's Accra.
Basically, I think most AHPC comes in because they want us to go to a hospital where we can get to learn for our field. Because it's not every hospital that has a working dietitian for my course. And I need to work under a working dietitian. So that's one of the basic things.
So let us know in the comment section how your posting went and where
what was your reaction when you saw it?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service to the nation.
Anyways, well, you've seen three of us. If you don't know us, we are all in final year, and this is the last. First of all, this is the last Good Morning UHAS show for the semester, and for that matter, for the year. This is the last show we'll be presenting to you as host of Good Morning, as we started the very first episode somewhere in April of 2022.
Wow, Zenas, you're a guy and you remember.
And then we'll be leaving US based TV. Not just as a mini final years.
Oh, Zenas, are you sucking me? I'm
so,
not leaving. No.
We have some messages from the final years where we want to read to you. We send them a message and then ask them what their experience in UHAS has been so far over the years, and then what they think. So let's have a look at the messages.
Then I'll take the first one. It says, I just can't wait to write my last paper and leave. I'm so tired. In SHS, they say university is easy. Well, it's a lie. I may or may not come for graduation. I want to say, hey, sister, brother, why? Take it easy. Yeah. Graduation is necessary. You need to come and take pictures.
So this is a question. Dear final years, tell us how your experience has been in UHAS since you gained admission.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the next person says, chaos.
4 years of chaos.
Wow.
It's been
of
chaotic.
Stress.
Yeah.
Whenever someone asks you, how is school? I'm like, why are you asking this question?
So stressful. It has been so stressful. We had to stand in the Metro Mass bus for 2 years. Others had to walk all the way from the Fiat.
Would you like to read it?
Landlord issues, group work, Charlie.
Okay, so JJ will continue for us.
I think
JJ.
the last one.
Okay, so this one says, I can't really think of anything to say. I don't hate the experience though, but I'm not particularly fond
Fond
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah.
That's
This
true.
one is giving more classy response. As a, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not so happy he was there, but I'll take it like that.
Yeah.
And the next one is, this one says, it has been a roller coaster for me. I had my highs and lows, but it was good.
Yeah.
So,
Highs
you
and
know,
lows. That's
Yeah.
true.
So I think that's it. So since you're speaking, how was yours?
Your
4 years?
experience being?
about 4 years. It's been well. It's been good actually, because me after first year I've been in the house, so I didn't get that hostel struggle or anything. So for me, yeah. So it's like coming from the house to school, and although it gave me that JHS vibe, you get it, like coming from the house
Yeah.
to school.
You have to
but-
report.
yeah, but those kind of hostel, like looking for accommodation right after moving from a student a school hostel,
Right.
a school hall, looking
You
for
didn't get that.
accommodation,
That didn't-
looking for an affordable place, looking for like
Yeah.
a location that would
That
It's-
suit
we have
that
to
you
dedicate
want.
a whole show to discuss that because it's not
It was
easy.
a nice meeting. I was like, God, how old am I?
You go to places and
And
anyways.
I just had to gather the Zoom. You know, I'm like, I don't like talking and all those things. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to approach this grown-up sitting in their home and say, please, do you have room? But I just had to master because I saw that I was just wasting time and those around me were getting places. I was
Yeah.
like, girl, just try it. So I decided to take a stroll. I had to know the few parts of Trafalgar by force, and it was really an experience. During that time, I was like, I'm not prepared for this experience, but right now, I'm grateful that I could do that because it made me more confident and
Yeah.
to get what I wanted.
Yeah.
But you have been in the hostel all throughout. You didn't want to come out of your
Yeah, I
shell.
know. I prefer hostel. I always prefer hostel because it's first of all it's stress
You want
free.
to say prepaid and water
Prepaid and
everything is
water,
covered.
and you don't have to deal with landlord issues. Some of my friends complain landlord says this,
Yeah,
landlord says
I've
that.
had
In
landlords.
my hostel is usually run by, well, we have a landlord, but SRC runs the hostel that I stay in, so we don't have to deal with the landlord, and everything is quite smoothly. So that's why I prefer hostel. I always encourage everyone to take hostel. Yes, it's a bit pricey, but at the end of the day, you tend to benefit. Yeah,
Well, that's the
best.
benefits.
Yeah.
But when it comes to staying on your own, like my part, if you are alone, just the privacy. It's like, it's so nice.
But in a hostel, I mean, you can opt for one in a room, two in a room.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm still staying on the goodbye. This is our final.
Not
show.
mine.
Okay, no, not final. Well, this
Not the final
you've
show,
you've
but for Good Morning
Yeah, for
UHAS.
Good Morning UHAS. This is the last one. You've been in US-based TV for more than a year now. Talk us about your experience.
Who are you talking to?
All of us, we'll all go one by one. So
Okay,
we'll
okay.
start
With
ladies first.
JJ.
Okay, JJ, since JJ should start first.
Okay, my experience.
Mm.
Okay, let me start with how I joined that.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So I remember vividly. It was through a mutual friend, Augustine. Yes. So we had games at Gabe, and then I was sending in commentary into our association group. So and then he was following and he was reading. It was about sports, and he was like, JJ, you have to join US based TV. I was like, are you sure? Like, then we talked about it, and then he called Zenas because Zenas was also at Daga at the time. So he called Zenas and he was like, my friend wants to join US based TV, and then Zenas took my number and then he texted me. So when Zenas texted, he was like, what can I do? And I was like, at the time I started learning graphic design, so I started doing my 2x4 graphic design. So I was like, graphic design, and he asked me for a sample. I should have made that flyer available. I still have it on my old laptop. I should have made that flyer available so that everybody can see. So I did a sample of that flyer, and it was for the elections, WUCOM. Yes. So the two candidates, I did a flyer for that, and then I sent it to him, and I was like, it's okay. But when I joined, I didn't do graphic design actually. So I came one time, and then he texted and was like, they are short of a cameraman for a program. It was an election program. We were in the election season, so I should come and help. So I came and I helped with the camera, and then I came back for another show again. I started with graphics, then I came back again. Then I started with the sports because it was sports commentary that got me.
Yeah, got
So
you.
I started with the sports news, and starting at first, standing in front of the camera to read news or to present
JJ,
news was
sports.
quite new to me because it was so I struggled a bit from the start and I picked up a little bit and I started to post with the live session with the sports and then back to behind the camera with graphics and production and with the production team. So all in all, it has been a learning curve. So right now I can say I've learned a lot from Space TV.
Yeah.
This journey.
Right.
Okay,
Juliet,
I'll
over
go
to you.
next. Thank you. So mine too was a very interesting story. I think I've been seeing UHAS based TV. I've been seeing them asking questions around, and when I saw, I was like, well, I'm interested in this, but I just saw it as a bit far. You know that thing where you have to now find out how to join and all. I was like, okay, let me just sit in my corner. And then one time we came back to school. Was it 200 or 300? Yeah. And you guys had start of the semester meeting, okay, and then you said you were going to teach people. It wasn't just about joining UHAS based TV, but you wanted to teach like new script writing and many other things. It was something having to do with Wocom. And I was just sitting under one of those sheds, and you guys were going, and I have a friend, she's Mimshak. She was already a part of you guys, and then she also went for the meeting. Then I was just sitting there, then this guy, Julius, he came and he was like, hey, let's go. And I'm like, you don't even know me. I was like, where are we going? He was like, oh, there's this meeting here. He thinks I should join. I was like, what's my name? You don't know me. Like, I just didn't guess how he was like, I should follow him. I was like, okay, what's your name? And I'm Julius. I was like, okay, let's go. I was like, I'm not a part. I have no idea. I'm not even interested. Just, let's go. And I was like, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Let me just go and listen. So I went in, and then they took pictures, plenty of things. My face was showing. I think they even made me pray or something. I was like, hey, God, this people will take me serious. So, and things like went by, and then one day they needed someone to assist my friend to present the news. So it was as if, when I came in, I just entered. Like, I entered, and then I got the opportunity to read the news with her, and then pass to action. Then I saw some potential. And here we are today. So it was a nice story, and I always say, I've always wanted to say this story, share, and I always say a big thank you to Julius, because I feel like he listened to the Holy Spirit, because that was the start of it till now, and I've seen great improvement, and I've learned a lot. I want to say a big thank you to you as Based TV, Mr. Date, and you all as pioneers. Please tell us how you started everything.
Okay, so Anna was supposed to be here, Soto was supposed to be here, but unfortunately they couldn't make it. So we all joined around the same time. So it started with Apollo's administration. They said they were looking for presenters, and Anna applied. And
applied?
Well, I think we sent our names.
Okay.
Setu sent yours and Anna sent yours, so the two of us. And we started slowly. I did the very first news. It was terrible, but now, that was my first experience. All I did was watch news. I didn't really know. Then gradually kept on moving, becoming better. Then Nanajwa, Setu, we all came doing the news intermittently, and the team began to grow. So we had more people joining along the way. So at that point, we were able to assign roles, right? So someone doing the camera, there's graphics, there's director, there's sound, there are reporters and correspondents. Initially, the workload was on a few people. So now it has expanded. I think over the years, personally, I've seen like a huge growth, because I can stand in front of the camera and then give a monologue for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, off on my head. Before, I can't do that.
I'm shocked.
But now I can do it. If you give me a show alone with no guests, I can talk for 30 minutes and it won't be boring, because the training we've had, that's one thing I always stress when we have people here. When you come in, no one is going to pay you, so you have to put in your best and then get the best out of it, because who knows where this will take you. During the 2020 elections, Anna covered elections, national elections, for a radio station.
Wow.
From start to finish, the whole election day, she did it on radio. And through UHAS-based TV and this media, I get to meet people. Through this, I've been able to go to VC. On a normal day, I cannot just walk to VC's office and request for a meeting with her.
Yeah.
We get to meet like deans and directors and other people in big places. So, for me personally, it's been a good experience. I'm grateful to Mr. Dati, all the corrections that have been giving me, the mistakes and all that. It's been an amazing person.
Shout out to Mr. Dati.
Yeah, it's been an amazing person. And to the crew too.
Yes.
It's been, I mean, we have hardworking people. If I start mentioning everybody,
So many names and
miss
people
some.
to thank.
I may not miss some, but I'll be able to hear everybody, but I just don't want to miss one. So we're grateful to each and everyone that has contributed to UHAS-based TV over the years for so many years. Thank you so much for everything that you have done, and well, we hope that you continue to keep UHAS-based TV burning. I mean, I think now it's a household name on campus. Everybody knows UHAS-based TV. UHAS-based TV.
I'm actually more popular than I thought I was because of UHAS-based TV. I met someone who was trying to, I mentioned my name and everything. I was like, hey, what is going on? I was like, but you're UHAS-based TV. And I was like, how do you know me? He said, there was this video of you training where you made a huge mistake, one that I didn't know of, but you were interviewing the president and you made this mistake. And so because it was a medical student, they all watched. I was like, interesting, which of the mistakes is it? Because I know I've been making a lot. But it has made people like accept me at hand. So it has been really great.
Right. So
a big thank you.
As you're wrapping up, what's next after here?
What next?
Yeah. In terms of media or
media.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to continue or you forget about it?
Okay, I thought you said what next, and I'm like, I'm way off from what next? I think yes, I still have hopes in continuing with media. Yes, maybe in any media house, in sports and stuff. But,
yeah, Julia, how about you?
Okay, so I think I would go in I've seen my love for the media work and everything grow. I used to think that I didn't want to be at the surface, at the front, front liner. But I wouldn't lie. Sometimes I enjoy it, especially when I do a good job. However, even if I'm not at the front, just my voice, I think I'll go farther, and one day I'll stand on a big stage and say a big thank you to UHAS-based TV.
Well, we'll see how we go. Hope one day UHAS-based TV gets on the terrestrial channel and becomes a regional or national TV channel. Anyways, as we wrap up the show, let's look at our birthday messages.
What's next for you,
Birthday messages.
I will talk about what's next for you, Zenas. I'm very interested.
Me? Yes. I don't know. Probably I'll
Guy, you're a director. You're a director.
I mean, that's the feel. Let's start with the local.
You're too good. You can't let it go. I would not agree.
Any opportunity that comes, I'll take it.
Right.
Yeah. If you look at the international media like this, they have health correspondents. So CNN has a medical doctor who's also a correspondent. So it means that you can combine the two, the first profession and then the other one. So we'll see how it goes. Yes. So we can do birthdays now, right?
Yes, we
birthdays
can.
And shout-outs. So,
I didn't really get birthday, but I got some shout-outs. Okay, there is a birthday message. It says, happy birthday to Wanda Ashiago, aka Dr. Ash. Have a memorable day. Okay, JJ, you should take the next.
Okay, we want to say thank you to every member of UHAS-based TV who has worked so
tears
hard
of joy
on this show right from January till now. Thank you so much.
On this note, when is the dinner coming on? when is UHAS-based TV's hangout?
Yeah. Soon.
Soon. I don't like that word.
Yeah.
The next says, Manoj.
Manoj says, big shout outs to you from Karen.
Okay,
so it's from Karen.
Karen
to Manoj. Okay, you understand. Cryptic messages.
Happy birthday to Beta Kisiwa Afo from Emanuela.
Happy
I
birthday.
think that's all.
That's all, but I've got some shout outs. So a big shout out to MBMB level 300, wishing them all the best in their upcoming exams, from Kingsford Wilson Coffee, right behind the camera. And so let me also wish my department. So my department we had our dinner last night. I was there and there was handing over. I want to say a big congratulations to the outgoing and for what they've done so far, and then to the incoming, wishing them all the best, and then also wish everyone the best in the exams. Let's finish hard.
Yeah. Right, so that's all the message.
That's all. Don't you
that's
guys
all
have?
the message.
No, sorry. There's this one saying a congratulatory message. You see, I'm making one of the mistakes again. To Eduse Nana Yao as the secretary, and Ba Nana PRO, and a big thank you to Pharmacy He says RX27 for voting. I guess you guys will understand.
Wow.
So that's all for now. JJ, you don't have any shout-outs?
Oh yeah, shout outs to I happen to be presenting one session.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know.
Shout out to all the members of government. Yesterday we presented a citation to Prof. Nosh, a renowned professor from MIT.
Okay.
Yes, so,
Wow.
Where MIT?
yes, so
MIT.
our school was supposed to hosted during this visit to UHAS, and from just a little token from the members. We had to present
No.
Yeah.
Right.
So that'll be it.
Maybe we should get some news so we can dance. We'll see
Really?
dance
Oh,
in
so is this
studio.
the end?